When life feels heavy, hearing the quiet guidance beneath the noise. There are days when life feels heavier than usual. Not dramatic, not catastrophic, just heavy. A kind of weight you carry quietly, in the chest, in the shoulders, in the way your breath feels slightly shorter than normal. And when this heaviness arrives, we often make the same assumption. Something is wrong with me. I'm behind. I'm losing control. I should be doing better. But heaviness is rarely an enemy. Sometimes it's simply the mind's way of saying, there's something here you haven't heard yet. Why heaviness arrives. Heaviness does not come from nowhere. It pools beneath the surface the way clouds gather before rain. You don't always notice the first cloud, or the second, or the third, but you feel the sky change. Heaviness is often a sign of internal pressure. Things left unspoken. Feelings postponed. Truths you felt but didn't have the space to explore. It's the body whispering, you've carried something alone for too long. Not as punishment, but as guidance. The noise of the mind versus inner guidance. When life feels overwhelming, the mind becomes loud. It spins with questions. Why am I like this? What am I doing wrong? When will this get better? And the louder the mind becomes, the harder it is to hear anything deeper. But here is a quiet truth. Inner guidance does not shout. It waits. It sits beneath the noise like a steady flame in a windy room, always there, but easily hidden. The mind speaks in volume. The soul speaks in consistency. Even when drowned by worry or fatigue, its message doesn't change. Come back to yourself. Slow down. Feel this so you can release it. Finding the still pocket. Every overwhelming moment has a still pocket inside it. A small space of clarity beneath the surface noise. You find it not by forcing calm, but by giving yourself permission to pause. Sometimes it's as simple as lowering your shoulders or letting one full breath arrive without rushing it away. Sometimes it's stepping outside for a minute, letting the sky remind you that your inner world doesn't have to match your outer pressure. Sometimes it's telling yourself, I don't need to figure everything out right now. And the moment you step inside that small pocket, you'll notice something subtle. The heaviness doesn't disappear immediately, but it loosens. It softens. It stops feeling like failure and starts feeling like information. This is the shift. Heaviness becomes a message instead of a burden. How clarity returns. Clarity rarely returns through thinking harder. It returns through listening differently. It arrives in small realizations, like the thought you didn't want to admit, or the feeling you pushed aside, or the truth you already knew but didn't trust yet. It might say, you're exhausted, not lost. You need rest, not reinvention. You are overwhelmed, not broken. You need honesty, not pressure. And once you hear the quiet truth underneath the noise, even if it doesn't solve everything, you feel lighter. Not because life changed, but because your relationship to the moment did. Closing reflection. So, if today feels heavy, if something inside feels tight or tired or stretched thin, take it as an invitation, not a warning. An invitation to breathe, to listen inward, to soften the part of you that thought it had to carry everything alone. There is a guidance inside you that never disappears. It waits beneath the noise, beneath the stress, beneath the stories the mind tells when it's tired. And when the heaviness comes, it is often the doorway back to that guidance. Let this moment be a return, a quiet turning inward, a gentle reminder that clarity has never left you. You simply needed the stillness to hear it again. And that stillness is already here.